Well, hey everybody, this is Eric with Eric's Garage AZ coming at you, and I want to welcome you to the first episode of our new show called What's in Your Garage. And I happen to be up here right now in Prescott, Arizona with my friends from Redneck Racing, and you know, I'm going to see if they're here or not, but the guys from Redneck Racing actually had that really cool C-100 pickup truck that, I don't know if you remember seeing it on my previous episodes or not, but it won the Hot Wheels 50th Anniversary Legends Tour. So we're going to knock right here and see if Dan is home to say hey. And is anybody in there? Dan,
how are you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. Come on in.
It's good seeing you again. I appreciate that. This is the Redneck Racing mass machine.
One of them.
One of them. But this is the one, if I'm not mistaken,
The one the Hot Wheels contest.
is the Hot Wheels 50th Anniversary Legends Tour, Phoenix, Arizona, 2018 winner. Now, they had the Legends Tour, was it last summer, last fall? I forget what it was. Last summer, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because then you got to take your car up to SEMA.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then where you competed with 16 other cars. Wasn't there a total of 16?
15. 15,
okay. You competed with 15 other people from their stops throughout the country.
Yeah.
Right? So I've seen this truck around. Give us a little information about the truck.
It's the second truck that we built. I guess it could be the third, but the second one with a blower motor in it. This is a 1966 Chevrolet pickup. It's tube chassis, all fiberglass. It's got a 530-inch Rodak in it.
What's a Rodak?
Rodak was built by John Rodak, and it models after a Chevrolet block. So
okay,
it's
so
a big block,
engine, actually. Okay.
Big block Chevy, basically.
Right. Now, when you say blower, is that what that? Can we pull that
Sure.
cover off?
This is the hat, and then the blower. This is a Mooneyham blower. It's a 1471.
Now, what does 1471 mean to people?
It's the amount of air that's putting into the engine. So
that 1471 cubic inches
yes.
of air?
So anyway, it's the this is a carbon fiber hat that's off Top Fuel Dragster.
Now this is the opening. When you hit the accelerator,
She opens up like that,
and that sucks in all that air,
and it forces it into the engine.
So that's what's called forced induction, where it forces it into the engine. This looks like a house-size engine. I mean, how many cubic inches is it?
530-inch. Wow. And it's approximately 2,000 horse.
Dang, that's some serious power. And I love your radiator cover here. That's radiator cover?
No, it's fuel tank.
Fuel tank. It's all about the Benjamins.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. And I imagine you have some significant time as well as investment in this thing.
Mm-hmm. We've got 5 years in the truck building it.
You mentioned some time ago that you have a lot of top fuel guys and a lot of race car guys and builders up here in this area. Is this like the mecca of high performance motorsports up here?
You know, I'm not sure what the total number is, but I was told that there's more hot rods up here per capita than there is anywhere in the in the rest of Arizona.
So Dan, you call this the hat?
Yes.
That's just the nickname it got because it sits on top of the blower, and when you open this up, that's all the air gets sucked into it like that. Now that is what, 4 or 5 inches?
That's 5.5, 6 inches.
5.5, 6 inches. That's some serious air sucking into that thing, and that's that old fire triangle thing, right? Fuel, air, and whatnot.
Yes.
What kind of fuel does this run?
It runs alcohol.
Alcohol. So this is actually a real serious race car because when you run alcohol, it burns really hot. Right?
No, alcohol is really probably the nicest thing you can run in an engine. It's has a cushion to it. It's not like nitromethane. Nitromethane, of course, burns hot. It's kind of like a bomb going off in each cylinder. But and it's actually easier on the engine than gasoline is. So.
It's because it's cleaner.
It's cleaner.
Okay. Now you have your distributor here.
The mag.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that's what that is right there.
20 amp mag. We wanted a lot of juice in there when we fire this thing and when it's running.
Now, when you say 20 amps, it's 20 amps of electricity or current flowing through each distributor wire
Yes.
to hit the top of the spark plug. Okay, all right. And the reason why you need that much current is because you're pulling that much air and you're also sucking in a whole bunch of fuel. So you have to have enough fire to get the proper ignition to make this bad boy move down the strip, right?
Yes. And
So how fast does this go down the strip?
We're shooting for 200 mile an hour. I've had it up to 152 already, and just made the easy pass, and the hat was open to about right there.
Really?
At 152 mile an hour. So.
And you adjust that with the throttle on the inside, right?
Yes.
So let's take a look at the driver's compartment.
Okay.
And now this is, you mentioned to me you had this truck before and you did some work on the roll cage, on the frame. So this is all custom framework here, roll cage and everything, right?
Yes. This started out as a Chris Alt chassis, and a gentleman back east bought this thing and was going to make a street truck out of it. And so anyway, he passed away and I purchased it, and we went in and we double frame railed this thing, and of course it's got the funny car cage in it.
So double frame rail is where you have all the extra, okay, one on the bottom and one on top. Okay. Now this is where are you the pilot of this?
I am.
Okay. So this is where you sit. That's your fire suit right there. Your helmet's right here, and all your fire suppression and your ignition and all that other stuff is everywhere here.
It's all up top.
All up top. Okay. Now what are those two?
So when the
bang and bang, bang and pow.
The lever there is forward and reverse.
That right there.
Right there.
Okay.
So you push it forward. You stage the car. You take off. When the tack light flashes, you hit the top one. That puts you in second gear.
Okay.
And then when it flashes again, you hit the bottom one, that puts you in third gear.
So I imagine this is happening very, very quickly.
Pretty fast.
So you have to have really quick reaction. You have to be able to watch your road, keep it going straight, and punch those buttons.
Yes.
Wow. That's
so
cool stuff.
You're pretty busy going down the quarter
But you're only
mile.
busy for a few seconds. So I know you said how fast you go. How quickly do you get down there?
We're shooting for high sixes, low sevens.
Okay. What's the quickest you've done so far?
Well, I ran a 915 at 152 and just goofed off. So
now you said that was kind of easy throttle and whatnot. Okay, great. Now obviously this whole thing here, like back here, it's all covered, and that's to make it more aerodynamic, wind resistant type thing.
Yes.
And these are, I want to say tubs, but the tires sit up inside of here. And
so as you go down the quarter mile, if you
what was that? As you go down the quarter mile?
As you go down the quarter mile, as top fuel car, if you watch those, the tire gets narrower and taller. So that's what these tubs are for, so the tire can get taller up in them.
I see. Okay. All right.
So this is the same tire that the top fuel dragster run. It's 34 and a half by 17 by 16s.
Okay.
So
all right.
Would you like to take this off?
They're soft.
Yes.
Soft compound, and they also wrinkle.
Yes.
And the reason why they do that is so they get better grip on a track, so you're not spinning, you're getting more grip.
Yes.
And you're running Mickey Thompson.
I am running Mickey Thompson's. Yes.
Okay.
And they spray VHT on the track, and of course
what is that they spray on there?
VHT.
What is that?
And that's a sticky compound that they put on the track to make the track real sticky.
Okay. Now, how far out do they spray it? Just in the box there, or?
No, they spray full length on a regular run. But you know, if you go to some of these little Friday night drags, they spray the full first 60 foot.
Oh, I see.
And then after that, you're on your own.
I see. So that's when you can kind of start getting skittish and things of this nature. Okay. All right. Now look at the size of this wing here. This provides some real serious downforce. How wide is this thing here?
Right off the top of my head, I can't remember, but
that's pretty cool. Look at this.
It's an old 60s fuel top wing.
Oh, military like that.
Yeah.
There you go. Are you a former service member?
No, I'm not.
Okay. No, well, we certainly appreciate your support of that. And you have two
parachutes.
Two parachutes. That's because when you're carrying the mail, you want to be able to stop.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Now these are deployed from inside there.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's go take a look at that, because a lot of people have seen them.
So we had to have a place to put the fire bottles, so they're in there.
Oh, okay. All right. So in case you have a fire,
so if we do have
your fire suppression goes there. Okay.
This lever here pops your fire bottle.
Okay.
And this lever here pops the parachute.
Okay. All right. All right. Have you ever been in a situation in this truck where the parachutes didn't want to cooperate?
Not in this one. I have in that one, but not in this one so far. Fired before. So
Well, that's never fun either.
No.
And alcohol is you can hardly see the flame.
yeah.
Oh boy.
Seeing when this thing, this truck caught on fire, and when I run the quarter mile, and when I made the pass, I was starting to shut things down, and I looked down underneath the bell housing, and I seen the flame come back between the belly pan and the bell housing.
Okay. Now I see a lot of other cars in your shop here, and I see this really cool looking red truck. I call Arrest Me Red. Now it says Will's truck, but Mom's driving. So.
So the story on this thing, Will bought this truck, and we made quite a few changes on this one too, but he blowed the motor up in it, and it sat for a year, 2 years, and then my first wife and I said, well, let's build another motor and put in it, and you race it, and so she did, and
she raced it?
Oh yeah, she run the wheels off.
Here I see something. I'm a kind of a Mustang freak, if you will. Yeah, definitely Mustang freak here. Okay. Anyhow, so what is this?
This is a '69 Mustang fastback. Anyway, make a street legal car out of it.
You're making this into a street racing machine, basically.
Yeah.
All right, cool. What is a '69 fastback worth these days?
I don't know. This one's probably worth. Yeah, Will shows me them on the computer, and just for the body on them is $8,000–9,000. Right, so
okay.
I would think this is probably worth $15,000–$20,000 the way it is.
You got into it and whatnot. You've got quite the collection here. Redneck racing. I mean, you don't think of that in Prescott Valley. What you think of Prescott Valley, what you think of is horseback riding and farming and ranching and things. And y'all are ranching horses, but you're ranching horses by the thousands instead of by the dozens. That is really, really cool. Well, you know, I'll tell you what, it's been a real pleasure to have you part of Eric's Garage AZ. And again, this is the first episode, and I'm hoping it's a successful episode, but it's the first episode of What's in Your Garage. And Dan, it's a sincere pleasure, man. I really appreciate it so much.
Keeps me.
Thanks for being part of the show, bud. I appreciate it, man.
Keeps us real busy.
There you go. I'll bet it does. I'll bet it. All right. Well, folks, this is Eric with Eric's Garage AZ coming at you again from Prescott, Arizona. And I'm hoping you're enjoying the first episode of What's in Your Garage, shot here in Prescott with Redneck Racing. And again, I had to thank these guys so much for opening up the garage door when I just pounded on the garage door uninvited. So, and remember how we say it in Eric's Garage AZ land, drive it like you stole it, bitches. Peace, love, like, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for everything you do. I appreciate everything you do. Stay tuned for more. See ya. Thank you so much, man. It's been a real pleasure meeting you. But well, not meeting you, but seeing you again. It's awesome. You rock it out like nobody's business. Hot rod queen right there, man. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it very much. All right.
Take care.
Have a good day. All right, guys. Thanks.